We are in the process of MacGyvering the heck out of a beer, and the reason I say that is because I have come into possession of a lot of smoked malt that's actually 1 to 2 years old, and I have a lot more than what I'm showing here, but I have a bunch of different kinds, but these are sort of two of the main kinds, and I have weighed out 4 ounces of 2 different kinds. I have 10 ounces of water, and I'm going to get the temperature correct and mash them at about whatever, 152 or something, or whatever I could come in at. And what we're trying to do is see if I get some gravity points out of this malt. Now the concern is that not only is it old, but furthermore, it has been crushed, or a bunch of it has been crushed. Maybe not all of it, but I think most of it. I've done a bunch of reading. A lot of people would say more than this number of months. I wouldn't mess with it. I've also seen people say, you know what, I have had sacks of malt that are crushed, milled malt for a couple of years, and I've used it, and it's fine. Maybe you don't get the full extract yield, so that is a concern, but it's not a great concern because I'm just going to bitter it extremely lightly, and as if I didn't say it enough already, all of the malt is pretty much smoked. Now, maybe not all of it is smoked, and I say that because what I'm going to do is I'll probably put some just pills in there, and what that will do is that will have more healthy current enzymes, so if it needs help converting, that can probably help with that. But the other thing that I can hope to find out right now is, do I get some sugar out of this malt as is? So I'm going to get this stuff kind of dialed in temperature-wise, get a good mash temp, and cover it up with some, I guess, towels or what have you, and see what happens. It's been about 50 minutes. I have had to add heat. When I would check it, I would notice that it was much below the range that I was at, or the temp I was at, so I was at 156 or so, and then it would be at like 129. So if this fails to get much extract, much sugar, it's not necessarily a failure of the grain, it could be a failure of my process. I do have this little mini cooler thing that I could try. But basically, I'm just going to let this get a few drops, and I mean, I'm sure I already have plenty. And I'm going to take a couple refractometer readings, and I'm hoping to see some bricks. I mean, I don't know, I'm hoping to see, well, I don't know what I'm hoping to see, but we'll find out. Don't bring me into your laboratory, because all I do is make a mess. This is my first attempt at trying to do something like this. However, I think I got some sugar. So these numbers are my bricks readings. Out of the top of the cup, out of the grain, if I took some liquid, I got 22, 20.5 on that one. And then if I went into the glass, I got a little less. 21 on this one, 21, and then, you know, this one was 20, and I didn't bother to take another one. So that's interesting. That tells me, I mean, at least in this real amateur look at it, that there is sugar to be had. So I think I'm going to go ahead with my plan of figuring out how much malt to use and make a yeast starter. This one I made a no decent taste. It was sweet, of course, some smoke flavor. And then this one was about the same, and the smoke flavor was different, which was good to see. I kind of want like a rich, varied level of, not level, but flavor of character of smoke. So I would say it's a success, and I'm going to use a lot of grain because I don't know what the extract yield is. I might use like 14, 15 pounds total, with maybe like 4 pounds being pills. And we'll see what happens, but it should be a fun fall, hopefully, smoky beer.